Hello again. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a video that is me reading to you from this book, Whatever Arises, Love That. I have my booklight attached. I've had this booklight for so long, and it does the job just fine. Okay, so this video will be mostly soft-spoken in the tone that you hear now, and we are going to be reading a part that is titled Turn It Into a Gift. This is on page 128. Here we go. One of the most common themes I have seen throughout all stages of spiritual development is a tendency to be awake in private and inflamed in public. This can influence energetically sensitive beings to stay secluded at home or entrenched in spiritual communities while withdrawing from the world in view. Hiding from the world is mostly due to not knowing how to respond to the unsolved debris sensed in the energy fields of others. On a subconscious level, when you do not know how to respond to the words and actions of others, you unknowingly lower your vibration to match their energy. This is done in an attempt to become a mirror of their consciousness, hoping they will view you as an equal so you can be spared from their pain, prosecution, or abuse. Do you guys ever find that then when you're around some people that you sort of change yourself or maybe dumb yourself down, or in this case, using his words, lower your vibration? Yeah, I don't know. I do know. I definitely have done that. The question is, how do you interact with a person, no matter where they are in their journey, without lowering the standard of your experience to match them in energetic defense? The answer is in learning how to communicate through the act of complementing in a process I call Turn It Into a Gift. I discovered this process during a rather intense conversation that spontaneously revealed creative new ways to love what arises. A few years ago, I was working with a naturopathic doctor to detoxify my organs. I soon realized my healing session had transitioned into listening to this doctor share her beliefs on spiritual superstitions, fear, and conspiracy theories. As I relaxed into listening, I saw that while this person was open to spiritual matters and likely had had some powerful experiences, her overstimulated nervous system hadn't yet been addressed. It was as if her ego was fully intact and decorated with an endless array of spiritual beliefs, with greater enemies to overcome, larger battles to conquer, and bigger concerns to anticipate. As she was talking about the potential downfall of humanity, I simply listened without a need to disagree with anything she said. As she spoke, I noticed how quickly and shallowly she was breathing. In response, I began breathing more slowly. After she'd riled herself up into such a fearful frenzy, I could have justifiably interrupted her and said, "I don't wish to speak about such negative, fear-based things during my appointment." Doing so would have created division between us and not have provided the opportunity to inspire and uplift her journey. I knew that while she was behaving from a state of inflammation, she was only here to be loved. My challenge in the moment was to communicate without correcting her or matching her victimized, needy, and righteous inflammation. Because an ego cannot be content to solely make a point, it always needs to recruit other people into its agenda. She then asked me, "What do you think?" I paused, took a breath, and allowed love to speak. I said, "It's obvious that you're very passionate about this subject matter. The fact that you're sharing with me what is so important to you allows me to feel more connected to you than ever before. Thank you for this gift." She was completely stunned. I wasn't trying to stifle her. She just didn't know what to say. There was a 10-second pause of uninterrupted eye contact. As she resumed her role as the doctor in my appointment, she never mentioned anything fearful again. Another example of turn it into a gift occurred in a mall when I ran into a friend I hadn't seen in more than 10 years. The first thing my friend said to me was, "Looks like you've gained about 10 pounds. In that moment, I realized, here is another opportunity to turn it into a gift. With the utmost sincerity of heart, I said, "You're right. I have gained about 10 pounds, and the fact that you're bringing it to my attention lets me know that you must really care about my well-being. With you as my witness, I declared a renewed faith in making my health a higher priority. As I vow to become healthier than ever before and shed this excess weight, I'll make sure to keep you regularly updated on my progress since you seem so interested. Thank you for your support. What a gift it is for me. I really feel as if what you said is going to help me out." That does sound a little passive-aggressive if it is not communicated in the right way, just my little 2 cents, but it resonates absolutely. He looked at me in a really surprised way, and I could tell he was thinking, I didn't mean it as a compliment. Of course, I knew his words weren't spoken with care and concern, but I chose to take it as a compliment and turn it into a gift that I offered in return. No matter the circumstance, love can withstand any type of judgment or ridicule and turn it into something more redeeming as a gift for every heart. Whether you think others deserve your compliments or not, your ability to respond more graciously to them becomes the determining factor in enjoying your experience, regardless of the characters you encounter. When others judge, persecute, and lash out, it reminds you how often their innocence gets ignored. While their actions show you where they are in their evolution, that creates an opportunity for you to give them a gift they aren't able to give themselves. When the unconscious actions of others inspire you to turn it into a gift, you access the power of a true, heartfelt compliment to transform reality with elegance and grace. I have to say that this relates a lot to how I am as a therapist, and in terms of coming back with love and positivity when somebody might have negative feelings towards you or say something that's offensive, or something that naturally just hurts your feelings. This does have a lot of that sort of clinical, I'm just turning this, some of that clinical, I don't know the word, taste, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. This subtitle is called Cultivating Authenticity. Sometimes when I teach the practice of turn it into a gift, there can be a sense of discord arising within the inflamed personality that complimenting others is sure to dissolve. For some, it's as if giving a compliment to someone who is not treating you well somehow calls your own integrity into question. For example, you may find yourself asking, how could I compliment someone when it doesn't feel authentic to offer such praise? Authenticity emanates from the subconscious mind. As I described earlier, the subconscious mind has two basic categories, familiar and foreign. When something new is brought into your energy field, the sense of this doesn't feel authentic is felt because it's something that your subconscious mind hasn't logged into your history of experiences. When a particular experience falls under the category of foreign, your body is typically not given permission to resonate with it. Sometimes the turn it into a gift teaching can get caught in the filter of your subconscious mind, causing you to say, because I don't have a history of doing this regularly, and it wasn't molded to me at a young age, it feels unfamiliar. My body is not resonating with it, and that makes me feel as if it's something that won't be helpful. In your subconscious mind, it may be more familiar to defend or deny when people are unkind. When a heart-centered teaching like this comes along that invites you to love in response to personal turmoil, there can be a question of authenticity. One heartfelt compliment at a time, you are rewriting your subconscious mind to see every experience that comes your way as an opportunity to open up instead of shut down, withdraw, or lash out. All too often, shutting down occurs to protect yourself when under attack or in pain. While the hope of such a defensive position is to avoid more conflict or stress, it is important to remember that love is not a defensive energy. It is an offensive energy that only has gifts to share. Through loving what arises, you start to realize that your daily practice of giving deeper eye contact, smiling to those who pass by, embracing yourself more often, while turning anything that comes your way into a gift reveals the highest form of heart-centered joy. As an evolving master stepping forward into a new spiritual paradigm, you realize that all the wisdom you've collected in the privacy of your own journey is meant to be demonstrated as contributions for all. I need to just sit with that for a moment. As an evolving master stepping forward into a new spiritual paradigm, you realize that all the wisdom you've collected in the privacy of your own journey is meant to be demonstrated as contributions for all. That is really speaking to me. As that occurs, you are able to support the expansion of others without their unconscious behavior undermining the quality of your experience. When the question of authenticity is merely a matter of exposing your subconscious mind to a new series of inspired choices, you help to fulfill every prayer, dream, and desire by bringing love to life throughout each interaction. No matter how hurt or disappointed you are in the behavior of others, it is your willingness to turn anything that someone gives you into a gift that liberates you from the despair of human suffering. At that very moment, there are endless gifts residing in your heart. You are here, exploring an evolving world that is ready to receive the miracle of your immaculate grace. How you decide to deliver each healing gift is entirely up to you. I have to say that sometimes I am reading this book and it's easy to just read it and think about it a little bit but keep reading and move on. And then other times there are perhaps a sentence or a paragraph that I just need to sit with and really let it soak in. So that's that. I hope you guys enjoy me reading. If you don't, there are lots of other videos and that's okay. And if you do, Thank you for joining me. And if you have any thoughts on anything I said, feel free to comment below. And I'd love to talk about it with you. Also, there is duct tape in this shot. This is all my recording space, so sorry about that. I hope you guys have a